Namaskaram. Today our topic is the story of God Kartikeya. Long ago, Lord Indra was oppressed by the demon Taraka. As advised by sage Narada, he was desirous of obtaining a son from God Shiva to act as a general of the gods. Goddess Gauri, by performing austerities, sought and gained as husband the three-eyed god. Then she desired on obtaining a son. So when his beloved asked her desire should be granted, God Shiva said to her, "My dear goddess, the god of love was born long ago from the mind of Brahma, and no sooner was he born, he said in his insolence, Whom shall I make mad? Kandarpayami. So God Brahma called him Kandarpa and said to him, Since thou art very confident, my son, avoid attacking God Shiva only, otherwise you will receive death from him. Though the Creator gave him this warning, the ill-disposed god of love came to trouble Lord Shiva's austerities. Therefore he was burnt up, and he cannot be created again with his body. But God Shiva said that he will create by his powers a son for the goddess Gauri, because the god Shiva does not require the might of love in order to have an offspring as mortals do. While the god, whose ensign is a bull, was saying this to goddess Parvati, god Brahma, accompanied by Lord Indra, appeared before him. And when he had been praised by them and entreated to bring about the destruction of the Asura Taraka, god Shiva consented to beget on the goddess a son of his body. And at their entreaty, he consented that the god of love should be born without body in the minds of the animate creatures. This is in order to prevent the destruction of created beings. And he gave permission to love to influence his own mind. Pleased with that, the creator went away and goddess Parvati was delighted. But when, after the lapse of hundreds of years, there appeared no hope of goddess Parvati having an offspring, the gods, by the order of god Brahma, called to mind Lord Agni. Lord Agni, for his part, the moment they called him to mind, thinking that the foe of the god of love was irresistible, and afraid to interfere, fled from the gods and entered the water. But the frogs, being burned by his heat, told the gods, who were searching for him, that he was in the water. Then Agni by his curse immediately made the speech of the frogs thenceforth inarticulate, and again disappearing fled to a place of refuge. There the gods found him, concealed in the trunk of a tree, in the form of a snail, for he was betrayed by the elephants and parrots, and he appeared to them, and after making by a curse the tongues of the parrots and the elephants incapable of clear utterance, he promised to do what the gods requested, having been praised by them. Lord Agni went to god Shiva, and after inclining humbly before him, though fear of being cursed, informed god Shiva of the commission the gods had given him. God Shiva thereupon deposited the embryo in the fire. When goddess Gauri expressed her grief that they have not obtained a son, god Shiva said to her, An obstacle has arisen in this matter because you neglected to worship Ganesha, the lord of obstacles. Therefore adore him now in order that a child may be born to us of the fire. When thus addressed by god Shiva, the goddess worshipped god Ganesha and the fire became pregnant. Then bearing that embryo of Shiva, the fire shone even in the day as if the sun had entered into it, and then it discharged into the Ganges the embryo difficult to bear. And the Ganges, by the order of god Shiva, placed it in a sacrificial cavity on Mount Meru. There that embryo was watched by the Ganas, god Shiva's attendants. And after 1,000 years have developed, the embryo became a boy with 6 faces. The boy grew big in a very few days and was nursed by the 6 Kritikas appointed by goddess Gauri. In the meanwhile, the king of the gods Lord Indra, overcome by the Asura Taraka, fled to the difficult peaks of Mount Meru, abandoning the field of battle, and the gods together with the rishis went to the six-mouthed Kartikeya for protection, and he, defending the gods, remained surrounded by them. When Lord Indra heard that, he was troubled, considering that his kingdom was taken from him, and being jealous, he went and made war upon God Kartikeya. But from the body of God Kartikeya, when struck by the thunderbolt of Indra, there sprang two sons called Shaka and Vishaka, both of incomparable might. Then God Shiva came to his offspring God Kartikeya, who exceeded Indra in might, and forbade him and his two sons to fight. He also reminded them that God Kartikeya was born to slay the demon Taraka and protect the realm of Indra. Then Indra was delighted and immediately bowed before him, and commenced the ceremony of consecrating by oblations God Kartikeya as general of his forces. But when he himself lifted the pitcher for that purpose, his arm became stiff. Then God Shiva said that Lord Indra did not worship the elephant-faced God Ganesha when he desired a general. It was for this reason that he met with this obstacle, therefore adore him now. Indra, when he heard that, did so, and his arm was set free, and he duly performed the joyful ceremony of consecrating the general, God Kartikeya. And not long after, the god Kartikeya slew the Asura Taraka, and the gods rejoiced at having accomplished their objective, and goddess Gauri at having obtained a son.